We up in here. Yeah, what's up? Y'all know what time it is. We've been promoting, you know what I'm saying? Mr. Cunningham, let me tell y'all something. I'm excited. All right. It's your girl, China Black CB, man. This is not going to be like our normal show to all my, usual subscribers and stuff like that. We back on it at the interviews and all of that, okay? I'm super excited about this interview. Mr. Cunningham, for people who know him from way back there, it's Twani, y'all. Stop playing like you ain't know. Okay, so first we're going to start this off. I'm going to get over to the comments. Shout out to all of y'all up in here. What's up, Philly Chica? Thank you for coming over here, okay? And let me know if the sound is good too. Okay, now we're gonna start this off with my favorite joint right now, Holy Bud. I'm just playing for y'all, okay? The people still hot out here in these streets, okay? Let me stop yelling, child. We gonna start this off with his video, Holy Water. Okay, new album is coming out March. Okay, we gonna listen. Okay, spread the gospel, child. Okay, let's go.
I was living for the world for too long, caring about things that really didn't matter. Lord, please help me with your water. Man, it's 2020, it's getting ridiculous. Nobody learning to put God first, though. Yeah.
Get that bag, get through.
I was trained to go get it, living life with no limit. Pray the Lord for forgiveness. I was trained to go get it, dog. Ride around in my city, on my windows tinted. Pray the Lord for forgiveness. Get baptized in that holy water. I was trained to go get it, living life with no limits. Pray the Lord for forgiveness. I was trained to go get it, dog. Ride around in my city, on my windows tinted. Pray the Lord for forgiveness. Get baptized in that holy water. Got a lot on my plate, made a lot of mistakes. I'll be keeping my faith. I got Yahweh, I'm straight. Rest in peace to my brother. I ain't know no one tougher. Kenny, I got your kids. We gon' to win, just know that we love you. I need to pray for forgiveness. And put you first is important. Ain't lead the life I've been sinning. Get baptized in that water. I believe I was chosen for. Spread the word cause this world that ball. I was raised by the corner store. When they trap man to serving ball. 3 years I was singing. I ain't getting no visits, no. Going hard for my babies. For Michaela and neighbor. Talking neighbor in the mirror. Going hard for Kiera. This life I'ma cherish. Any day you can perish. For my loved ones lost. We're gonna live for your cause. I'm gonna live by the law. Live the will for the Lord. Keep it real with my dogs. I ain't got time to fold. This ain't no soul, cause I've been through it all. I was trained to go get it. Living life with no limit. Pray the Lord for forgiveness. I was trained to go get it, dog. Ride around in my city, on my windows tinted. Pray the Lord for forgiveness. Get baptized in that holy water. I was trained to go get it. Living life with no limits. Pray the Lord for forgiveness. I was trained to go get it, dog. Ride around in my city, on my windows tinted. Pray the Lord for forgiveness. Get baptized in that holy water. As I lay me down and sleep, I pray my soul he keeps. Devil creeping, I won't let him take control of me. I'll be at the Jordan, getting baptized in the water. The spirit live according. Yahweh willing, I'll be sorry. Lord knows I need strength. These days I need faith. In Yahshua's name, we gon' get through the rain. I know I'm feeling your pain, cause I'm feeling the same. Living minimum wage, virus got us at bay. From the gutter with bullets flying and people dying. I know you feel like giving up, but brother, keep on trying. The Lord hear when you pray, he need to hear you say, Lord forgive me, I need to get baptized in that water. Yeah, in that water. Yeah, 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 yeah. I was trained to go get it. Living life with no limit. Pray the Lord for forgiveness. I was trained to go get it, dog. Ride around in my city, on my windows tinted. Pray the Lord for forgiveness. Get baptized in that holy water. I was trained to go get it. Living life with no limits. Pray the Lord for forgiveness. I was trained to go get it, dog. Ride around in my city, on my windows tinted. Pray the Lord for forgiveness. Get baptized in that holy water.
What I tried to tell. Get up in here, Twan. Hold on, get up in here, brother. You ready? You ready? Hold on, let me see if he's ready. Let y'all see his face. Look at my guy. We ready?
Hey.
Welcome, brother.
How's it going?
I'm so excited for you. First of all, check the cover, okay, in the background. We got a few comments up here. Jeff in here. We got Rome up in here. The folks up in here. We got a lot of questions to ask you. So can I kind of like get to it? That was my favorite joint. It's the rope for me.
Oh yeah. That was a great addition to the video, and I'm glad I did it. You know, yeah. All praises to God, and we could get straight to it. I'm ready.
Okay, so all right, he said we can get straight to it. So again, everybody, all of my subscribers, I will try to put your comments and stuff up here, but I gotta make sure that we focusing on my guy. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know if we talked about this before, but when I first met you, I was like like 2 months before I met you, and when I met you, you were already super dope. And for me, I was doing a little throwing God in there and stuff like that. And you was very supportive as far as that and helping me with that. But explain how you even got to this point. You told me this is the first and last album, and I'm pissed. So before we get into your background, explain the album, the idea behind it before we get into your backstory. Can you do that for me?
The idea behind the album, correct?
Yes.
Well, I always been spiritual. You know, I always believed in God. Always believed in Jesus, always believed in one God, the God of the heaven, God of the Bible. Just life happens. And even when I was a teenager, a friend of mine introduced me to church, and we'll go a lot and things of that sort. I'm not gonna lie, went a few times. I wasn't into it like that, but it always stuck into my subconscious. It always stuck with me. And with everything I did in life, it always came back to God, even just with the music and everything. And a couple years ago, God actually set me down. I got into some things, I got locked up, and God set me down. And during that time, I was locked up, and they used to have. I was locked up in Louisiana, by the way. It was a place called.
Wait, hold on.
Yeah.
Boy, how you get to Louisiana jail?
Yeah, I'll be all the way around, man. So I used to go in and out of like Baton Rouge and New Orleans, and I just got caught up. Long story short, and while I was in there, it was like a very religious jail. The only pastime they'll have like something called prayer call. One of my close friends I met in there, he always used to do prayer call. He always used to tell me to come to prayer call every night at 9, and I'd be like, I'm gonna go. But I'd rather just, I was just worrying about, just getting out.
Okay.
And one day I finally just went to prayer call, and it just started. I thought I knew God. I thought I knew the Bible until I started to really go into the prayer call and listen and started to pray. I really started to pray. I'm thinking like, yeah, I'm gonna go to heaven. I'm good. God know my heart. Just like everybody said, I really thought I knew God until I knew God, and that just turned from one thing to the other. And God just started giving me more and more understanding. And when people, they will turn away when they get out, when other things happen and stuff like that. As for me, like when I got out, I still stuck to it. I said, man, I got to stick to it. And I started learning more. I started listening to different people on, different sermons. It was one of them called Truth Unedited. Great. If you want to start just trying to learn the religion, he got a series called History of Religion. It's like a 75-part series. And like the way he breaks it down is just excellent. And from there, I found Pastor Geno Jennings. He's in Philly. I'm like, oh, and his preaching is hard, man. It's real salty preaching that, it ain't stick to me at first. But, like that just led me to get baptized in the name of Jesus Christ. And from there, I just been, on my job, just trying to get better. And I was just at a point in time where I just didn't want to do any music.
So you said that a friend took you to church. So your mom and them your family wasn't really big on that. So, like I understand because I was always the one in the beginning. It was just like, you have the ones that go Easter, you know what I'm saying? Palm Sunday and stuff like that. So did it start off like that with just here and there, or you just found this pretty much because sometimes it be the choir. Okay, sometimes it don't even have to be the pastor. You be like, child, them stay singing, ain't they? I want to get saved now. So kind of explain, like how you even like, I guess, felt comfortable enough, because again, if you're not really coming from that and it's here and there, but you said that you just went full throttle after a while. That's basically what you're saying?
Yeah, like when I was a kid, I'll go with like my grandmom or my mom, certain things like that, but I never paid attention. But when I really started, like, I kind of paid attention when I went with my friend, you know what I'm saying? I was when I was like 17, Raymond, he introduced me to the church. And so that's when I first, really got introduced. I was old enough to, just to remember. But as I got older, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, a few years ago, like, I thought I knew God. I thought I knew the Bible. You know what I'm saying? I thought I knew life for what it was until God set me down and humbled me.
So I got a few more. I want to go back a little bit though, as far as music and everything, because you telling us you done. I said no, but okay, just maybe 2 more albums, whatever. I'm gonna send you my verses and and stuff like that. But I want to talk about just how you even got started, because again, I met you and you were already good. You know what I'm saying? And we can only get better. But how did you even begin producing? Like, was somebody in your family already musically inclined? Like, Bam wasn't singing nothing. So how did you know what I'm saying? Was somebody already teach you? Like, how did that come about? Because I just came in, it was like everybody was really good at stuff,
Well, I guess it might sound generic and corny, you know what I mean? But, I could just say I was born with it, I guess. But, I remember specifically I was at my stepfather's house and he had a piano. And I used to play the piano all the time when I had the time. Like I would be by myself or something like that. When I'm not playing with my brothers and sisters and stepsisters and stuff like that, I would just mess with the piano. And I will always, when I was a kid, when I take a bath in the bath, when I'm going to sleep, when I wake up, I'll always make songs in my head, and again, I would have, when I was a kid, I made up this rapper called Jamal Jameson. That's my middle name, and I just made up the last name Jameson. So I would just make up different songs and stuff like that. And I would go to sleep singing these songs. I'll wake up singing these songs. And then, I started off with Zay and Shannon. These my childhood friends. And we had a boom box. And what we'll do, we'll have instrumentals playing on a CD. And then we'll get like blank tape, cassette tapes. And we'll record it on the cassette tapes. You get what I'm saying? Like it'll play the music from the CD. And we'll record the audio.
You taking them back, Twan. These kids have no idea. Continue.
Yeah. It was around the time, but I didn't even I always had an ear for music. Like everybody else would listen to Jay-Z, Biggie, Mace, all that stuff like that. I always like rock and roll music. I would listen to like punk rock. You know what I'm saying? Like growing up, yeah, like I could name you a lot of bands like Blink 182, Sum 41, Hoobastank, all of that. Like I would listen to nothing but punk rock, Limp Bizkit, all that, Linkin Park. And I would dibble and rap too, of course, Eminem and stuff like that. But I always had melody. I always liked melody. And that just turned for me to yeah, indeed. I would do stuff like that, man, just humming beats and everything. And my brother, Bam and Brian and Book, they encouraged me to make beats. They encouraged me to make beats, and I just started to make beats. And when we first started, I'm gonna take it even back with East Street. It was me, Shannon, Isaiah, who else? And Jerome. That was East Street and stuff like that. And Kenny, God rest his soul. He recognized the talent early, and he would, we would go out 69th Street, walk up and down 69th Street, walk up and down downtown and pass out CDs and stuff like that, man. And just started from there. From there, went to GMS, then Elite. Then, I just, to now,
And when you was with Elite, that was Max and Jake,
Max,
the Ink
that
Ball.
Jay. That was the imprint I made up. You get what I'm saying? That was just after
Okay.
GMS and everything. It was me, Max, Stacks, J Ink. That was it. I
Oh,
think
I
it was
didn't know Stacks was over there too.
yeah.
That's
Book
cool.
Leezy. You know, I know we did a couple things with Ghetto Reese. We did a couple things with Enough Said. You know, that was a good days.
Yeah, man. Listen. So, okay. Explain the culture shock though. As far as I know, I just like came out of nowhere with that, right? But you're in Atlanta right now.
Indeed.
And as artists, a lot of us were trying to do different things because I even noticed there's a woman that did your CD cover. Hold on for a second, because they can't see the whole joint, Twine. Hold on for them. Hold on. How we do this earlier? Stop playing with us. Hold on. Because I looked her up and I thought it was a really cool cover. I didn't mean to take you out of there like that, but this the cover, y'all. This the whole cover. What we doing? So explain the culture shock, because one thing that I noticed just from moving from West Philly to North Philly and stuff like that. Explain the culture shock from going from Philly and just picking up and going to Atlanta, and just explain that whole situation, because I wanted to move there. And at this point with the Rona, I think God had me. But just explain, working with different artists and that journey and stuff like that. Because is it a difference? Because a lot of people feel like, in Philly, we don't know how to build, we don't know how to work together. But did you notice a difference? And kind of explain that culture shock from going from Philly and then Louisiana prison. Go ahead, Twani, tell them.
Okay, so as far as a culture shock, as far as being down here, not really. You know what I'm saying? Like, I guess because I'm used to it now. But when I did first come down here, the people did talk different. The music is differently. It seems like Atlanta is now the Black Hollywood. That's the Black Hollywood. It's the new Hollywood. You get what I'm saying? Like, everything goes through here first now. You get what I'm saying? It didn't used to be like that. Now, they about to have the All-Star game here. Everything goes on down. You know what I'm saying? The who's, the bit, you know what I'm saying? But when I used to go out, I don't go out anymore, but when I did used to go out, I was in a little financial rut, but I noticed how much like bigger everything is. You get what I'm saying? When it comes to the clubs, when it comes to the bars, when it comes to the restaurants, when it comes to everything, it's bigger. It's way bigger. You know what I'm saying? It's way more to do down here. Musically, yeah, if you are chasing something musically, that's why I came down here originally. This is the place to be. You know what I'm saying? It used to be New York and stuff like that. Now it's really here. Like, everybody moved here. Dang near every rapper's down here. Rick Ross to Boosie. You know what I'm saying? And they not even from Atlanta. They moved here. But the culture, like, it's different cultures everywhere, but at the end of the day, it's still the same. Everything's still the same. When some people come down here with this mentality, like, yeah, I'm from Philly or I'm from Chicago, you're going to get played. You get what I'm saying? They don't care about that. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's so many different cultures in this city now. And when you in the city, most of the time, you probably won't even meet somebody that's from Atlanta. You probably meet somebody that's from somewhere else. Now, I mean, you got to go, like a little bit out, like Decatur, or, College Park or something like that. Further out, you can actually meet somebody that's down here, Stone Mountain, something like that. But as far as it's just something I had to get used to. And but I'm not even into all that anymore. As far as like the ways of work, clubbing, things of that sort.
Yeah, we kind of had that conversation too about you being what is it called, an introvert, right?
Yeah. That was even before I got saved. I was an